All right, so this is just going to be an overview on how to complete the genetic code. So you're going to turn this in by the end of the hour today, but I just want to go through this. So here are the pre-lab questions. Just use your notes to answer it. There's only one that I want to make sure I put down here, and that's the organelle that's involved with modifying the protein. And that's going to be the Golgi antibody, or the Golgi body. Now, for this part right here, for transcribing the DNA code, couple of things. You're going to be using one of the DNA fragments. So get the DNA fragment from the teacher. For my example, I'm doing DNA fragment number 6 here. Now, I'm just gonna do a little bit of it just to show you, but on my DNA sequence, it's TAC, GCA, CTC, and ACT, okay? Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transcribe it into RNA, and so I'll have the AUG, GCA, which is gonna be CGU, and then we're gonna have GAG, and we're gonna have UGA. Now, normally we use our regular codon chart, but in this activity, what we're going to do is treat the protein like a message and see what happens to the message when a mutation happens. So AUG, I'm going to have Y. Now, CGU, GA. Now, as you can probably tell, let's. And so what ends up happening is you're going to get a sentence, all right? So always disregard the first Y. The first Y, and it says it in the instructions here, the start codon for my sentence, it always codes for a Y. However, it's just representing this needs to be in uppercase, all right? And so my sentence, once I decode it all, is going to say, Amy took a plane. Now, yours may say something like, you know, I like to shop, etc., like that, okay? But you're going to make out your sentence. Original sequence from the beginning, this one right here, free to email me. Thank you. I'm going to go and be what I put right here. Go ahead. For this next part right here, read through this, and what you're going to do is you're going to apply the mutations and see how that affects the actual protein. So in the part 2, you're going to hear, this is our original DNA sequence, and so I'm going to break it off into my 3s like I usually do. And so it'll be AUG, and this is going to be UGG, this is going to be AAC, this is going to be CGC, and this is going to be UGC, etc. Now, you'll figure out the amino acids, so this is going to be MET, UGG. And you're going to continue that. Now, here's the deal. Each of these sequences are going to be the mutated version of the original sequence. And so what you want to do is you want to find where the mutation is. So in this case, we have TAC, ATC. All right, so we automatically see there is a problem here. And so it's TAC and then ACC, TTG. So we can see that if I highlight this right here, this T ended up being a mutated version. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transcribe it to see what amino acids it have and what kind of mutation is it. Is it a deletion? Is it an insertion? Is it a substitution? And I'm going to do that for each one of them. And each one you're comparing to the original sequence. And again, you're using the regular amino acid chart. Now, and questions, please feel ahead. Here, do you use page right here? In this part right here, what you're going to be doing is going back to create random, okay? But create a mutation in your DNA sequence. And what you want to see, does changing the sequence change my sentence? And if it does, what kind of mutation it is? Now, On the part 3, this is where you're looking at sickle cell disease. Now, this one's going to be an important one because it's going to be very similar to what you're going to see on your CER on your test. Now, this one right here, you're going to use the regular amino acid chart. So this one's going to be like the GUG, and then if we, all right, and so you're going to have this. So the GA, the regular amino acid chart on which is going mutation on your own, and it could be something really valid. This and compare that with both particular amino acid dictionary. Okay, this is in the module 3.5 mutations, and it's an attachment in the assignment. And what you're going to do is use this as your tool to figure out what the sentence is saying. So my first one's AUG, and that's going to be right here. CGU is going to be all right, CGU, which is right here, that's going to be an A. GAG, which is going to be right here, is M. And not the this will be here. What's this one? But GUG, give the one that we've come to know. This one right here, UGG. That's going to be GUG. That's